No skinny jeans call me the Pasagara. No skinny jeans call me the Pasagara. No skinny jeans call me the Pasagara. Some police run up on me like they a fan of some. Christina Aguilera, Genie in the bottom, tap me to the universe to leave me from the sorrow. Service protection, my ass full like harass. Fire, and niggas get told them fucking bastards. Overseers for the master. And if we want our true freedom, they be the ones that they send in for the massacre. I'm trying to sound so pessimistic. I still have faith that we can evolve from this devilishness. Celibacy been on my mind truly lately. Not easy to pussy coming nowadays, it's too crazy. I just the Pasagara. Those skinny jeans call me the Pasagara. The Pasagara, me, the Pasagara. Those skinny jeans call me the Pasagara. The Pasagara, me, the Pasagara. Those skinny jeans call me the Pasagara. The Pasagara, me, the Pasagara. And I ain't nothing but a quarter of a century. I wish you wasn't so it. I got photographic memory. The gunplay and the gossip is more than what my elders seen. My homie, he count on. Time to graduate. Learn to duck the magistrate from one of the baddest states. Swamp niggas and alligators. Stitches collaborate. With pigs, we catch a case. Adding the broken home, the system we have in place. Just be patty cake and singing. Let's pay. I'm the role model. I tell you, there's something crazy. Shit that does amazing. The lead at is habit. Especially when your jeans bagging. Jeans bagging. Those skinny jeans call me the Pasagara. The Pasagara, me, the Pasagara. Those skinny jeans call me the Pasagara. The Pasagara, me, the Pasagara. Those skinny jeans call me the Pasagara. The Pasagara, me, the Pasagara.
Oh, what's up? Let me make a video or something. Unless you want to keep hearing great hip hop. It's probably not you whose music I'm playing. I'm probably not playing the music you make. So I'll just talk about my latest liked video that is from a while back. I think I was working at, I don't know where the fuck I was walking to. I was walking to like, I don't know, there's this park and I was working at Goodwill. So I was probably working at Goodwill. And this is about around the time last year where I just completely fucking lost it. Well, I took off 4 days. So I was influenced to do that. And now I'm just going on with this mood suffering, as I'm going to call it. And then there's this other thing about hypoheliosis and how I don't get enough sunlight and how the photons in my body are not biologically uh, computing correctly for my brain or something. So whatever.
What's up, YouTube?
But yeah,
Day 3
bullshit.
of my
So
solid food vacation. You know, thank you to John Rose for actually taking.
yeah, and then I'll fucking put this up here. Yeah, and then like fucking I was, I tried to just like monetize the hell out of my account. And that didn't work out because I have to get 1,000 hours of view time. I've had 100 in like 2 months. So I mean I'm on pretty good average to like make sense each month, like make $1 each month. So yeah. I don't know. I felt really high this morning. Like I actually felt like I was on uh I felt like I got microdosed by like Abby Hoffman himself. And right now I'm just sort of coming down and I'm gonna do some vegetables. So I'm gonna juice that up and then but my point is that I was making this video scheduled for 6:30 and it was supposed to send out a notification for that, but then when I went to check the rough draft of it, it said I was scheduled like 2.5 hours ago. So I was like, yeah, wearing my watch and everything, but whatever. Whoever's watching,
A serious message and compartmentalized.
yeah, and the volume, like I'm holding the camera right here, so the volume's coming out of this side because it's inverted. So yeah.
Because you're into a box and, getting people to actually fast. No one else really getting to fast other than John
So
Rose. Like recently and everything. So it's not like I won't ever have like something like negative to say about the great man. But it's hard for me to see the good in everybody all the time. So
there's working.
that's why I'm just saying that. But I mean, I'm on.
So yeah, I've been watching JR for a while, and he's got this great video. It's like 2.5 hours long. I mean, he's been on national 12. He's been on a national television show twice, and he was on this African American woman's show, or maybe he went on it once and then was invited back. So he is pretty big, and he's from Houston. And I was watching him all last year. Then the Houston Hurricanes were hitting last year, and I might have been watching him a little bit before. But anyway, I discovered him on Facebook of all places with these raw vegan forums and all this stuff. It's very sort of, you got to endure a lot of, you got to put up with a lot of, you know, biology stuff, and nobody knows what the hell they're talking about. But John Rose's or JR's big thing was just juice for 90 days, 7 months. People are yelling out 8 months. So it's a pretty big crisis, for people. I guess in the 90s when he first had gotten into raw veganism, because he's been raw vegan for 26 years. So he must have gone raw vegan when I was born. Sadly enough, he went to a conference or a convention, and 1,000 people, were juicing. Maybe 1 million people. So there's all this stuff that goes on. Yeah. So what up, man? Have you done a 30-day juice fast? No, I've only done. My max is 6 days, and it was basically on the master cleanse, and I have a video about that too. So I have another video that I could like and put in my playlist. But yeah, I went 6 days on the master cleanse, smoking these organic American spirits, mind you. I mean, that's all I really did. Other than that, I mean, I haven't been on any pharmaceuticals. I haven't been on any. I haven't been on any pharmaceuticals. I meant to like check out your channel again. I mean, going through the comments and everything. But yeah, I mean, have you done any juices? Have you done any juice fasts? Like I am trying to get into it today. I sent JR an email. I don't know if you know his email or not, and I used to call him and leave him voicemails, and then I deleted his number. But I mean, email is probably the best way to reach him anyway. So, but yeah, I tried the master cleanse with genetically modified you know, lemonade with the cayenne pepper, and I still have the raw agave syrup. But then I decided to dump out all of my supplements, all of my vitamins, all of my herbs, I mean, I left everything but the coconut oil, for my skin. And I was using that with alcohol, just flossing my teeth right now. And so, yeah, I mean, I want to have a bike and everything and bike around here, but I live right next to a street where people get ran over. I just got back from this. I just got back from down. I just got back from east where it gets more rural, and it was such a fucking. I mean, this guy wanted me to work. Just he wanted to subcontract me, and there's all this stipulation and all this accounting that I need to sort of account for myself, which I'm trying to do with my governmental services. And yeah, 2 weeks. I mean, if I could do that right now, I'm shooting for the moon. If I can go 2 weeks, I'll go 2 weeks. It's gonna be with this though. So I watched Rob Bliss. I don't know if you know Austin, but he used to vape, And he also has this pretty amazing story where he gets out of the hospital after a psychotic break and is on the acid, and then gets out of the hospital, and that's when he chooses to go raw vegan. I don't know if he went like, I don't know if he got out of the hospital and then went vegetarian and then vegan and then raw vegan. I mean, I've been juicing since 2011, and then I did a 5-day water fast in 2012, and I was hitchhiking the West Coast. So it looks like you live on the West Coast. I'm not sure, but I mean, it definitely it looks like you live in Arizona or something. Like you're about to do 127 hours, like James Franco or something. But so I knew, and then there's like the second video on my liked playlist, or sorry, the third video on my liked playlist. I was in sunny Zona, Arizona, and that was a big experience for me. I was experimenting with Hell's Bells or Datura, and you can actually get that stuff wild in California. Or you actually used to be able to, but you could get it in McLean Valley, and I used to go to McLean Valley, and then I picked this Datura, and it was the Hell's Bells, and I took it with psychedelic mushrooms, and I was in like an abandoned cliff complex, like one level or whatever, and a couple levels. But I parked near some townhouses on a hill, and then walked down towards the cliff, and fucking cops were like right there. You know, I just took, I just, sorry, I didn't shroom. I could have, no, I didn't shroom. I only did the Hell's Bells. So I didn't shroom, but I had been shrooming, or I was going to shroom, and I wanted to do the acid, and then I learned what Molly flipping was. Not Molly flipping, candy flipping. And, you know, I ran a trail like Iron Mountain. This is all in San Diego. So I was going to San Diego Community College. But when I, sorry, in the fall of 2011, when I was living in San Diego, I'd gotten a juicer. You know, my parents had bought it for me for something or whatever, just getting good grades. And like in my, yeah, so I mean, I got the juicer, and I juiced for 3 days. So I juiced for 3 days in 2011. And I remember that. And it was no cigarettes or anything, but I was stealing people's weed, man. Yeah, DMT. All right. So DMT, I had to take like a double look at that. You know, this the psychedelic DMT. The first time I did it, I was a senior in high school, so I was 18 years old in 2010, and it was spring going into summer, and I was about to graduate, and I met my tripper buddy, you know, who'd eventually meet me in California the next year, and we went to Northern California to a festival and bought shrooms off a guy and everything. But anyway, he gave me the DMT this first time and the second time. The first time I was listening to Tangerine Sky by Cottonmouth Kings, and I don't know how long it lasted, but you know, I went into like sort of like a vortex, like my last thumbnail. But it was sort of like that, but it was more like orange, and like I saw Egyptian people or whatever. And then my friend had just done it, and uh after I did it, I came out of it, and I'm like, what happened to you? And he's like, I broke through and everything. And then that's when this whole argument about the owl being like the gatekeeper of knowledge and everything, who let you break through. Like I didn't get past the part where was supposed to meet the owl. That became a big thing to me. I also tripped shrooms before, for the first time. I did my first psychedelic, my first scheduled one psychedelic, with these guys too. Um, and we did shrooms like camping near the Appalachian Trail, and it was really cool. And then I like, you know, but there was a lot that sort of got me entangled into doing it. So I did DMT again, and the second time I did DMT, it was like bullshit. So I've heard, you know, since lately that the DMT gets really micronized and just fucking really sucks. So yeah. I mean, it just, I don't know. Last time I did acid was in 2015, and I was following this YouTube channel called Hieroglyphics Communication at the time. And I don't know if you've discovered the 13th Son, but he used to make videos every day, and a lot of the black community got into him, and I started following one of them, and I was calling him on the cell phone after the fact, but I'd found his number, you know, through this instance, but it was in 2015 where I found him, and then I found his number from an old, like one of his first videos, and I had his I mean, I was with the black community, and I basically took 2 hits of acid and was offered cocaine and smoked some weed after, like directly after I took the hits of acid. Was in a tent. It was fucking broad daylight. Um, 10 a.m. July 4th, Virginia Beach. I just gotten out of the 7-Eleven because I was supposed to buy beer after the whole trip. And like I said, I smoked weed right after I took the 2 hits of acid, and smoked a bowl in my tent in the range of like 10,000 people, whatever. 10,000 people on the beach of Virginia Beach or whatever. Um, I would eventually move there, the following year. So I moved to Virginia Beach after this all happened. It was really weird. Like when I first got there, I got like a traffic ticket like right away. It caught me at like an intersection downtown Virginia Beach, and then I'd never want to go into Norfolk to go to the NA meetings, and I could never get into the stepping stones of Virginia Beach. It wasn't even a fucking meeting, so it was just all like kind of bullshit to me. But in 2000, basically, I got out of the 7-Eleven July 4th, 2015, and one of the women, had been like yelling at me, just yelling at me, and of course I was very infatuated and I was tripping heavily, and they were trying to help me out, holding my hand, doing whatever it took. I mean, to get me out of my car. But I was under this pressure that I had to buy beer for underage. Uh, drink under they were under drinking age. They were under drinking age. So I had to buy like a case of fucking beer, and there was like fucking 50 people in the 7-Eleven. I get out of the 7-Eleven. I can't fucking hear her stop yelling my name. So I see these like two black guys in white shirts, and I think they're after me. I mean, it's fucking pathetic. It's really fucking so just retarded. And yeah, I mean, after this, I would get shots of Invega, which is, I feel like this something Invega. I mean, it fucked me up. I gained 40 pounds. Yeah, that was in 2016 though, but yeah, I mean, sorry, 2017. I've been in and out of psych wards like 20 times almost. Had over like 20 jobs, like actual jobs, and then 4 or 5 actual under the table jobs. So I don't even know if I can get to this fucking video. It's just bullshit. I mean, some of my yeah. So that's how fast I lose them. I would just light up another cigarette and try to enjoy myself. I mean, I really yeah, so my whole point with Austin or Raw Bliss, and also like Abundant Source and Raw Bliss are like key matchups in sort of my argument with John Rose, like how this is going to go down. Like, am I going to vegetable juice for the next 7 months, or am I going to just try to have a banana smoothie in the next 8? So Raw Bliss basically, got out of the psych ward, the hospital psych ward, same difference. And then that's when he went raw vegan, he's claiming. And I just got out of the psych ward. I did my first ever dry fast, like no smoke, no moisture in my lungs or anything. I actually dry fasted I counted 27 hours, but and then, because when I first got there, I had a slice of cheese with my McDonald's bun that they gave me at the hospital. And oh shit. All right, this is really embarrassing now. So whatever. I got a like. Wow, first ever like on the live stream, but I didn't even know you were still subscribed to me. Now I feel like a shithead. So yeah, I just had like fucking 15 oranges that I juiced, and then I just bought a bunch of spinach and No, I didn't buy baby carrots. Yeah, I know. What, aren't you on like your 10th day of a water fast, you crazy hippie? I mean, I've been trying to water fast. I dry fast. Yeah, so whatever. You heard all that. But yeah, and then I got off Facebook because some guy wanted me to drive 50 minutes to go pick him up yesterday and 50 minutes back. And I was like, I'm not fucking doing that unless it's like $80. So yeah, and I had this big thing with Uber because I lost my little vaporizer in an Uber. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, so I'm like, I liked one of Austin's ideas, one of Rob Bliss's ideas, where it was like just juice till 6, but that never, I can't do moderation. Like I just do suffering. I only do suffering. So I mean, I know I can. I mean, I've smoked one cigarette out of 200 cigarettes. Sorry, 200 whatever. I mean, this is really. I don't want to glorify cigarettes, but I mean, I just spent like $60 on a carton of these, and yeah, I'm just like. So I will get back on Facebook and watch some live streams and contribute and participate and everything. But I don't know. I have like this, like this thing right now going on with somebody from New Jersey who I don't even think's watched one of my videos. Because when I go to my analytics, it shows that only people from like 23 through 24, ages 23 through 34 or something, have watched my videos. But YouTube seems really fucked up. I mean, and then I don't know. I just like I suck. Like I really suck. And then I stopped subscribing to Hippie Island because I knew where that was going. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully this will maybe I'll become more celibate as opposed to so just horny and whatever. So I don't know why you're laughing. It's not funny. I was trying to be really serious with you on Facebook that night, but yeah, I'm still like trying to, go breatharian. So yeah, I don't know if we can I don't know. What Vegan Edge, you gotta tell us where you live because you know where Hippie Island lives, right? She's in Arkansas. I'm in Virginia. We're trying to make a triangle here. I know you're on the southwest somewhere, but we're gonna have to uh you know uh whatever. No, I had a this guy offered me a job on Craigslist. My mom found me the job, and I drive 8 minutes to this guy's fucking farm. He has a donkey. I see a donkey, a sheep, and then he's like, this sheep is gonna fuck those 20 other female sheep come spring or whatever. Like the first animal I see is a chicken. Like, yeah, California. I mean, it's this. I'm in California. Like, I did like that fucking place I just visited. I mean, he practices like a 1800s form of music, and the music is like, I guess it used fiddles and everything. Fiddles and I mean, it sounds like Mozart on Grateful Dead. I mean, it's fucking like what he's talking about. But he publishes books and everything, so I don't know how far it's going. But basically, he was like I'm like, I can only make $720 a month to keep my disability that my dad got for me. And um, he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna, charge you for this first 600 hours. The first 600 hours you work for me. I mean, it was basically just this big contract that I can only make $200,000 my entire life to break my back. And he's a mason, so I'm bricklaying and all that. And the fucking grass is so tall. I'm just not slitting a fucking chicken's throat. That's all I'm not doing. So I'm not slitting a chicken's throat. I'm not fucking, milking a goat. I was just talking to somebody. I mean, a guy called me because I post my number on my videos, and the guy called me from Illinois. He's like a truck driver, and we were making an argument about like the vegan vegetarian thing, where if you're a vegan and you're not a activist, you don't do anything for animal rights. And he said he killed an animal before. I've never even killed a road animal. I've never killed a cat, and I know people that have killed cats with their bare fucking hands when they were children. Like, fucking, it's so bad. So, yeah, it's just fucking terrible. I hope Kaizen isn't listening to this shit right now. I'm gonna be really pissed off. So, I don't know. This is just the cigarette's gonna drag me the fuck down. But I took like 15 oranges to the face. I mean, 1,000 calories. Like, I was fucking like, I was so fucking. I mean, like Hippie Island. Have you ever felt like high off your first juice fast? I mean, I felt like I don't like my body. Like, look at my stomach. I don't know. Like, look at that. Look at that candida, man. Like, I have like, look at that cancer right there. That's cancer. And then I got these big milk duds. Yeah, I mean, a guy told me that I'm addicted to fasting, you know? And then right after he told me to open a vegan restaurant. in a fucking central for Confederate flags. I mean, it's 40,000 people. I mean, I live near Woodstock, and I don't know if it's like the original Woodstock, but I literally live next to a town called Woodstock, which has 5,000 people, and the cost of living is like 197. And I'm like, what the fuck? I need to get down there. And there's a cottage. Like, I have the newspaper. I got the newspaper in the hospital, and there's a cottage that I can get on the waiting list for. And it's like perfect. Talking to the guy, up in New Jersey, and that whole uh thing that I've brought into with the, I guess, detox of During Rider telling me to listen to the fucking Hodge twins advice. I mean, I was listening to the fucking Hodge twins. I know. I was listening. Yeah, fucking whatever. I was listening to the Hodge twins advice. I mean, they used to call me Tyler the Smiler in Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. So it's really like I would go there and I say, I'm fasting today. Like, I'm not drinking and I'm fasting. I'm just gonna go. I mean, I fucking suck. So, yeah, like there's this cottage in Woodstock, and Woodstock is right next to right next to this ashram, which I went to, like right before I started, right before I got diagnosed with, all this mood suffering. So yeah, like it's been quite some time since I've known Shauna now for some time though. Like I don't know if I've known her for 3 years, but I mean, I'm 2 years at least. I mean, I knew her in I don't know. What you want me to rap or something? I mean, I could put a beat on right now, but shit. I actually have like freestyle videos, but they're terrible. I mean, they are pretty funny. Like maybe if you type in Pal Simeon Vegan Crew or something, because I use one of Pal Simeon's SoundCloud beats. So, yeah, whatever happened to that guy? He got fucking married and moved to Germany or something. Fuck this shit. Have you got hell yeah? Have you guys done a 3-day juice fast? I've never done cocaine, but I don't think it's as good. But what do I know? Yeah, I mean, I snorted cocaine on when like right before, I kid you not, right before I did a 5-day water fast for my first time. I was fucking 19 years old. Yeah, I was 19 years old, and I did a 5-day water fast directly after I fucking shot some heroin and directly after I snorted coke. And then I slept. I got somebody like this guy from Santa Monica Community College or something where I was staying, and I think it was Santa Monica because I basically had to get like a whatever. It's a long fucking story, but I ended up like having to get off this intersection, like walk through another intersection and go into this field, and then I slept on a cliff. And I started my water fast in San Francisco. So I slept on the beach in San Francisco and started my water fast at 12 p.m. with a cop, at my tent. This is 2012. I mean, I took fucking mescaline. Like I was with my tripper buddy that I was telling Vegan Edge about, who'd given me shrooms, DMT, in that order, some marijuana in between. We used to call it Pineapple Express, and yeah, I why did I start talking about tripping again? Juice fasting. Oh yeah, the cocaine. I don't know. I meant a 3-day orange juice fast. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna like I don't know. It's really gonna fuck me up. I mean, I got such a sugar high. I mean, and then I just drank some more, and now I'm getting ready to make the vegetables. So I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm making the vegetables. So hopefully, I'll just do an extended juice fast. I mean, whatever. But I don't know why I started talking about the tripping. Why the fuck did I start talking about that guy again? Oh yeah, because I was in Santa Monica, and I was in Santa Monica like visiting just high school friends and shit. And I dropped out of college, and my parents basically bought me a tent for Christmas. And my dad flew to San Diego, drove my car back. I eventually totaled that car. That's in like my fourth like video in my playlist. It's just like so I got all this mental disorder shit because I have PTSD because I witnessed a fight in high school at West Virginia University. And yeah, so I mean, I was even explaining that to the guy. So I had this like job interview today, and I was completely cool until I had to drive home. I mean, I literally had the oranges. I finished the orange, the caloric, you know, I finished the calories of the oranges that I juiced. I mean, I'll show you guys my juicer if you want, but I finished the oranges, and I mean, it must have been 1,000 calories in like 2.5 seconds times two. So whatever. I had the oranges like 9:15 a.m. and I don't know when the fuck I got out of there, but it was probably like 2 hours or something, and I was so fucking and then I had this like water fast too after doing the cocaine. And when I went hitchhiking in 2012, I went for about 2.5 months. Like I spent my birthday in Washington State eating a fucking pizza because I ordered a pizza. It was like -5 degrees outside, but it was just so fucked up. I mean, I was such a fucking vegetarian. Yeah, I mean, I know this isn't how it's supposed to go. I meant 3-day orange fast. Yeah, fucking oranges. I actually lied. I've don't cocaine, but never got high from it. Yeah, I didn't really get high from it either. I just got a drip. What happened in the fight that you witnessed? I mean, all right. If you go to ryansrally.org, like no apostrophe S in Ryan, like just ryansrally.org, it tells you all about it. And there's people like saying Tyler Johnson fucking sucks. And it happened when I was 17, and it was like my senior year of football. And I was going to West Virginia. Well, I was going to West Virginia University to see a WVU Louisville game with my friend who played wide receiver for us 2 years ago. And we had just won the state championship like the year before. So we were like a really big school. And I was thinking about walking on to the WVU football team. So I get there like around 8 p.m. and I have like 8 beer bongs, like 8 minutes or 20 minutes. And I don't drink for the rest of the night because I had a fake. I was using somebody else's ID, this guy named Ryan McKenna. So I was chilling with Ryan DeVinny, my friend in a coma, still for 10 years, and then Ryan McKenna, um, who was Ryan's friend, and then Brian, who was Ryan's roommate, I think. Ryan's roommate or Ryan's neighbor, but definitely Ryan's roommate. So yeah, Ryan squared plus Ryan. So yeah, whatever. I used Ryan McKenna's ID to get into this club. I didn't get into it, and then I met up with him, this guy McKenna, and then I met everybody at Munchies, and Ryan DeVinny, the guy in the coma right now, had just fucked some girl in this place called Munchies, and I had like some cheese balls, and then we went to go back and smoke some weed, and then I got more Munchies. I don't know. I ate, he was eating. Uh and then we smoked some weed and like out of a bong in West Virginia. I got really high, and I hadn't, drank in like 5 hours. It was crazy. They were in the bar the whole time. I didn't get in. So, and I knew other people there from high school football too. So it was just fucking stupid. But basically, we got into a fight, and it was recorded on video. And then somebody from a window also saw the fight too. So somebody in their dormitory saw the fight, and they said that Ryan, who's in a coma, got his head punted like a football, and that's what they saw. I saw Ryan, convulsing at the mouth, and all like we got jumped by 7 people. It was a group. It was just me and 2 other people, and I saw my friend in a coma, and he was like convulsing at the mouth and everything. He's still in a fucking coma. Like this is why I want to fucking have the right to die, but uh, he's like never gonna come out of it. So that's fucked up. And there's all this, you know, fucking shit going into. I mean, he hasn't eaten solid food in 10 years. He's just a vegetable. So it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. He got a swirly. I got a fucking swirly, all right. I mean, are you talking about this little thing? Like, are you talking about this? Like, I have a retina disorder from sun gazing. I mean, I don't know if you were there last year or in 2016. I don't know if you were there, Shauna, when like everybody was talking about sun gazing, and there was that guy called Chad Shine. I hope you remember Chad Shine, Moshe Moses or whatever. But that guy fucking convinced me, and so did a lot of other people in the black community, that I should fucking sun gaze. And I mean, well, I'll tell you what, it wasn't a black community. It was fucking Master of Earth. Master of Earth fucked me up for life. I mean, I got a retina disorder from staring at the sun. I sun gazed for 7 fucking hours in 1 week at high noon. So I sun gazed, like, tried at 12 p.m. on the dot. I mean, it was fall. The sun was, going down. The sun was going down. I mean, it was getting further away, right? So I mean, I got this. Now I mean, I don't know what you mean by swirly, but I got a fucking, like, whenever I lose focus of something or get like a head cold or a headache or a migraine, I, or I just, something reminds me that I have this retina disorder, and this little orb just, goes wherever my eyesight goes. Like, the orb can be like this big or that big. Like, if I'm looking at like right now, it's that big, like on the screen, but I'm looking at it on the screen. But it's basically, I mean, it's like a psychedelic, um, uh, if you've seen that movie, the Thrive documentary, when they're talking about the thorax, I think it's called a thorax or a thoroid or a thoroid, like how everything just waves out. I mean, in physics, it's called a ferrocell. Like, the ferrocell is just the mechanism that controls the polarity and everything. So the polarity of the Earth and the magnetic poles is controlled by a ferrocell. So it's like Earth's atmosphere is the ferrocell, and that's like the fifth dimension, or like the reptilian prison and all that shit that David Icke would talk about. So, ha 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 ha. Yeah, he was always in my inbox. He had some good videos, like when he was working out and stuff. I've been working out. Like, I can do, watching Vegetable Police. I've been able to do like one. I can do one okay one-handed push-up, and like I can do maybe two squats. But I got a sauna. I mean, if I lose my apartment, I just go to the gym. So it's not that critical. It's not mission critical. But yeah, Chad Sean fucked me up. I'm telling you, this is a good way to, like, coerce your YouTube audience. I sun gaze too. Yeah, in my dreams. And this is what's crazy about the wormhole theory and the multiverse theory, is that I fucking died in one of my dreams. I got shot in the head with a fucking gun. Okay, like in my fucking parents' backyard, in my parents' place, like in my address. Um, I was basically going over NA literature with this guy called, and so just took me through the NA workbook and Narcotics Anonymous, handbook and all this shit and whatever. He goes home, and I'm like, wow, that was cool. And I just passed out or something. And I woke up like 2 minutes later after this fucking astral projection. I mean, I'm telling you, like, I was having the dimethyltryptamine effect and the pineal gland effect and all that shit, and a gun, like dream journal time, like a gun was pointed at me through my window in the basement door. So the window's right next to my bed, and somebody shot me with the gun after I hopped out of my body and into the backyard, and there was just a group of all these NA people and all this shit. I even had like a military guy like say this is um he was like he studied a course in dream interpretation or whatever in college. I don't know if it was online or whatever, but I mean, he had told me like I had like a strong connection with these addicts. So anyway, I ended up waking up again in my sleep, and I got shot in the head, but like two people were standing there. One guy just pulled the trigger, and then I went backwards like this. So I never like was able to come out of my belly button like my tripper buddy. I was telling Vegan Edge about, like, he told me that he could breathe himself out of his belly button. So I don't know if that was a lie, but he told me like he was able to like manually astral project through his belly button, and that was pretty cool. And he is very, I mean, if you, I can't even, I don't know if I can spell his name. I mean, that's a whole nother thing, but yeah. I basically just, that was my second time I astral project, but basically, and that so and so ended up fucking overdosing on meth, and then I also had a connection to my first like the first time I astral traveled. My flashlight died on the top of this like mountain that was probably like 2,500 feet or like 4,000 feet up or something like that, like 3,500 feet up. And my flashlight died, and I didn't have a cell phone or anything, or if I did, it didn't have a flashlight. And people were warning me about snakes on this mountain, and I like lost um all hope to get back. So I was going through these rocks, and this is like fucking San Diego. So whatever, I ended up going back to my friend's house and fell asleep. And then that was the first time I ever astral projected, and I started embracing the Jewish cross, or the triangle, and then the triangle upside down. Because what I saw before I astral, like I left my body, or I was leaving while I was leaving my body, something in my vision was spinning like this, and it was just white triangles, white star, whatever. So I started embracing the Star of David and shit. And then when I got through the wormhole, like, cause that time I went, like light speed. But when I got through the wormhole that time, I supposedly met like my future uh girlfriend's mom, and because they were Chinese, so there was some weird shit about that. But well, I'm so sorry, guy. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I know, I fucking suck. What do you think? I don't know what happened to the third person. I mean, it was like a foursome. Why am I still watching this? What do you think about, you're watching this because I'm gonna get on Facebook and watch your live stream, your live video. Try to one live video. I'm gonna get back on it because I just had to run away from the $80 thing. But what do you think about van life? Uh, I mean, it's just kind of like already been done. Like my roommate, when I did the juice fast and everything, he owned a hippie van, like a turquoise fucking hippie van. And yeah, we used to smoke these. So he used to smoke these, and I used to take bong rips of this shit. I mean, he basically said, like, he talked about it, because I told him, I basically came back from the airplane ride and said, like, yeah, I'm gonna, like, go do the van life and all that shit. But there is a great girl. She has like fucking, she has that, she's a vegan, and she has that fucking disease where she has to pluck all of her eyebrows and all of that shit. If I fucking find her channel again, whatever that fucking disease is, it's like telekinesis. Like, it's like, it sounds like telekinesis, but it's like telekinesis. I mean, it's really like tardive dyskinesia. It's like some sort of like tardive dyskinesia or disorder. You know what I'm talking about, though? Yes, Tanya. I mean, Tanya. I'm pretty sure she's like living, but she's like beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. I mean, I don't care. Like, she has like that disorder, and she's vegan, and she lives out of her car, and she gets a lot of fucking views. And I don't even, she's probably not making like barely any money. I mean, Social Security is just such a fucking fraudulent thing, because it's just fucked up, because um Democrats don't want black people to get Social Security. So I've died many times in my dreams when I was young. Yeah, I mean, I guess I am young, or yeah, I just feel like I grew up late. So I gotta watch more of your videos, though, honestly, and I will. Not to make a promise or anything, but yeah. So what's her? Yeah, Tanya. I mean, I gotta look into Tanya. Like, yeah. This is a video. This is a video I was gonna watch.
On day three of a master cleanse, and basically, I'm drinking like unpasteurized lemonade.
Oh yeah, this shit. That's
I
it.
don't know, it's going pretty good so far.
Is her name really Tanya Burr?
Lazy last night. I didn't, do my
Holy shit, is that her?
my detox really right.
Oh, you little fucker.
Like skin brushing and everything like that. I was really tired, so yeah, I'm just gonna say I'm really
Fuck.
constipated.
Well, I'm gonna try to find that.
The lack of flow with my bowel movements and everything, and my diet for the past 25 years.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Has caused me to eradicate.
Yeah, it's a hell of a fucking drug, Christianity. I mean, it's like, so hypoheliosis. This is my thing with John Rose, right? Hypoheliosis, like hypoheliosis is supposed to be a physical. It's supposed to be it's hypoheliosis, as John Rose puts it, like it's supposed to actually be a mental disorder because there's no hypo in any physical disorders. Correct me if I'm wrong. But hypo just means an altered state. Hypo doesn't mean an extreme state. So, yeah. California A. Fucking he I mean I agree. Like, I mean, she has some extremely nice durian choppers. When she puts on her pickle mask, like her scented mint, no, it's not mint, it's peppermint. It's a peppermint face mask. Yeah, that stuff. And then the cucumbers, yeah. Woo! No. So JR talks about hypoheliosis A and hypoheliosis B, and that's collective. And I really am going to tell my doctor tomorrow. If I don't tell her I want to have the right to die, I am going to tell her I am entitled to some sunlight. Are you sure, Tasha Lee? I'm going to come down there and beat you up if you're wrong. I'm going to go chop that. I mean, this fucking guy at the farm today wanted me to cut a damn dead tree with a chainsaw. Like, what? And she got more gel-ins. Oh. Well, I just want to make sure it's her. Because she is really, I mean, Tasha, if that's her, Tasha, what do you say? Tasha Lee. I mean, she would be Tasha Lee would be, come on, is this her? Man, what the fuck? Shauna, you're fucking me up. This is not, we are not on the same wavelength right now at all. Are you fucking serious? I really, she has 429,666 subscribers. Like, I don't think so. That's not who I'm talking about. If you can tell me what it's Trichachiliondis. Tricka, I'm gonna get it. Trichachili. All right, here. Well, whatever that fucking hair pulling. I mean, I hope you're not doing this on purpose. Like, I really care about the girl and everything. She has a fucking awesome trichotillomania. Trichotillomania. It's trichotillomania. Not fucking other shit. I mean, she doesn't pull her hair out. She pulls her eyebrows out. I thought I mentioned she pulls her eyebrows out. It's trichotillomania. Vegan. So if you type in trichotillomania vegan, she should come up. Who I'm talking about. And of course, she fucking doesn't. That is crazy. Yeah, I mean, fucking there's, what's his name? Robert Moore's talking about. I just can't handle the Mangotarian. The Mangotarian just eating his fucking, mangoes out of a mason jar. I mean, I have like 15 mason jars, but I'm not gonna make fucking orange pie. Uh, Homeless. I'm sorry for being so disrespectful and fucking weird and atheist and all that shit. I don't know what the fuck happened to her channel. There's Abundant Source. Um, Anybody have any bright ideas as to who I'm talking about? I mean, I scroll down to where it says detoxification. Yeah, I'm really because this girl lives out of. I mean, she yeah, it should be trickle. Well, she doesn't. She never talks about trichotillomania. She only did it like in one of her previous videos, like within a month. But so it's probably not even like in the browse, like to look her up. But if you type in vegan homeless, there's Abundant Source with 5,000 fucking views. Damn, that's more than my urine therapy video that got 2,000 views. Is her name Ali? I don't think it's Ali Ostrich. She ran it. She was like on. She wasn't on TV, but she was like featured in this YouTube channel that was really big. And this girl looked like that. I'm sorry, that vegan tattoo artist. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, that's how she looked. Yeah, so I guess I just don't trust homeless people because one time I did some investigation on a homeless person that I took in, and he ended up being a child molester. Like he was on a sex offenders list. And that to me was just like, oh well, he either could or he couldn't be guilty or innocent or whatever. He either could or he couldn't be innocent. He has a child. When he was staying with me, he was going to visit his girlfriend. I don't think he mentioned a child. He probably did. I took too much Robitussin that night, too much DXM, and I found out a year and a half later that he was a sex offender through Google. In his mugshot, he had two black eyes. His eye, he had two, like plums underneath his eyes. I just took the biggest. I just had diarrhea from that orange juice. So if that doesn't, give me anything, that's what I fucking deserve. And then I took a shower and I use hand soap in my shower. I don't have a bar of soap. That's really fucking disgusting. I'm not really going for too much here. I just want to. I don't know. This is the best. I'm sweating. I'm building. Well, I'm smoking in my apartment. This is yeah. So I'm just a fucking. I don't know. Or I guess I'll freestyle. Fuck it. Yeah. Gonna freestyle. Eyes on Jesus. No, I'm not even. No, I'm not even gonna go there, Shauna. It's not fucking. That's not it. I don't know. She came up in my home. She came up when I was on my home thing and shit. But whatever. Music video. All right. Eyes on Jesus. No. So yeah, whatever. I'll go to my playlist. My playlist. Yeah. Because this guy's a pretty good rapper too. I know him from the third video on my liked playlist, where I'm like grappling. He was recording the video and he spit this awesome freestyle that inspired me to make freestyle YouTube videos. But I'll never find that one again. Yeah, all right. So you can give me some punchline or give me like fillers. Do the fillers, okay? Do the fillers, Shauna. Do the fillers. I don't mean to keep saying your name. HI, but do some fillers. Oh, look who we have here. Before I went into the hospital, I got fucked up and freestyled. Well, gotta light this shit up though. Lighting my desire on fire. I'm a product of my own choir. I don't give a fuck about a fucking liar when I'm the real liar. If you give me a real lie, I'll say you a supplier. You fucking supply some needs. I got what you fucking feed off of. So I'm so spitty. Fuck it. Get this fucking shit turned around, please. Anno Domino, that's AD. Got a live feed in the place right now just to see NE. If I see NE past 3, I'ma go infinity. War on your asses. I hope you have a lot of classes. No passes for the masses who are massacring the asses. I don't give a fuck about the keys. If you a monk, I got the trunk and we can get it fucking crunk. Yeah, so when it drops, I hope you remember a lot. It's all about a mortar and what I got with the top. I don't give a fuck if I throw up signs or not. Roses are red, violets are violet, ultra ray. Give me something more than just today. I want to have nothing but black splaces and hay. If you give me something that's laced with nothing other than yay. If you give me J, I'll say something may be wrong with your frequency. You got something in your psychology that lets you know infrequently dimensions are overflowing with so much suspension. I got so much stuff up in my system. It's like I got that cotton mouth shit from 2010. Listen, I've been through a lot, not as much as you. I didn't give birth to a kid and I didn't go boo-hoo. I didn't call blue. I just went fucking haywire. I got a little psychotic and that's what happens when you play with fire. Yeah, but you can't go over this. See, I'm over this. I toasted to this. I roasted this. I fucking proposed to this. You really don't know. I was gonna elope to this, but I really hope he is a little bit hopeful when he comes to the eloping. I just want to have something other than a person in my... a person that I'm scoping. I blow him up instantly. I don't give a fuck about... once again, what I'm aiming for. I got the knife and that's its throat. I'm not gonna go anymore. I don't have anything left to give. My fucking blood is overflowing. My blood is about to explode and I'm gonna go mowing grass if I have to pass once again on the mass. I just want to give it one more time, one more shot of the heroin. In my spine is the LSD and I don't give a fuck. Remember, 333 and there's many of me. 313 in Detroit is like 703. I don't give a fuck about Arkansas, it's Virginia. Okay, I fucking look like a goddamn retard. I thought I had 7 likes one time and then I went retarded. So I slow down a lot. But once I end up in Hawaii, I'll be a lot better because I'll be on that salt. Yeah, give me the sodium, lithium, nothing but petroleum. If you don't got that, I'll take the tobacco. Please don't pass on the Mac though. I just want my book back if you have a crook stack. Well, that's really not true because Eminem's a Muslim, so Eminem is a Muslim. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, so right now I'm 12% body fat. I gained 1% body fat since taking 1,000 calories of orange juice. And I think that's fucked up because fucking John Rose has been trying to game me on what the juice game is all about. And I got this juicer that produces 400 watts or 4 watts or a watt of power, and I can't speculate. Yeah, well. Yeah, well, all right, I'll start this over. Oh, that was like fucking 10 minutes long. Uh, Eminem. Eminem, the Mickelson Morley, give me the Inforometer glory. I just want that shit. If he ever watches this bit, he'll know it's click. I don't want to have anything but the bait. The hate can wait. Honestly, if I contemplate a little bit more, you will meet your fate at night when you adore all the little monsters in your closet. If you got nothing on a hob, I really, I'll just say this beat sucks. How about I just do the same beat? How about I do a good beat, I guess? Eminem beat. Eminem beat. How do you spell Eminem? Instrumental. Till I collapse. Okay. So be it. Till I collapse. I'm not gonna get my AdSense for this fucking promotion. Alright. Now I don't know if you've ever heard of this guy named Harley Johnstone, but he goes by the name of Duran Rider, and he used to do a little freestyling, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to, challenge him, and if he calls me back on the deal, well, so be it. If he tries to include Scooby or Kevin or Keith Hodge or Hippie Island in this, I am never going back, and I will fucking kill his ass. Harley's a nut. Tell me about it, hippie dear. Yeah. R.I.P. to that bitch. Alright. I go crazy. I don't care that I'm amazing. See, you're just idiosyncratically fucked about my frequency. Once again, it's a psychology. The Rain Rider is legit. I'll give you that much. He's well equipped to go raw till 4 until the last lip that he fucking takes. But if it's not nicotine in his system, something else can wait. It's the metal plate in the back of his fucking shit he can't escape. Because honestly, that motherfucker has a son. And if I'm not one, I'll tell you it's begun. Fuck that guy and all that shit that he promotes. He just uses his sense to fucking cope. Really, I hate this shit all about hope. If you ever get on the carburetor diet, you will fucking die slow. And not die like a fucking Jolly Rancher, though. So be it. If I ever see it, I will come to the edge and I will never see it. If I ever see it, I will come to the edge and I will never see it. If I ever see it, if I never see it, I will come to the edge and I will never see it. I will ever see it. If I come to the edge, I will never see it. I will never see it. I will never see it. Eminem till I collapse. It's just a long story told by Biggie and Pac. You don't get it. It's fucking 70 years old, almost. We're not there yet. Let the globe light strobe in and know that we made it to the moon so we can be like, okay, when are we going to make it around the universe and come back through the fucking anus of a djinn? Oh, man. Got me there. What the edge? Cooking. What the edge cooking? I'm booking nothing but fucking crooks coming in through the back, and I fucking hate. How do I have to react? How do I react? I react the way I act, and that's how I always act. So I'm a little bit slurred, and my alcohol level is a little absurd, and I gotta watch on my right, and I smoke with my left. And if you kiss me, you better be for health, if not my wealth. Hey, replace the cigs with the weed. I don't give a fuck. She's Chiba Chibin, and I'm Shiva Shivin, and I just really have to smoke some weed. But I only make $125 a month. Yeah, I only make $125 a month, not $700 a month. So yeah, I just try to rap sometimes. Yeah, that would be if you I be your sugar mama. Yeah, I mean, whew, that's yeah, that I mean, let's see if I can reactivate my Facebook account. Uh, yeah, fucking, I haven't hugged a tree in a really long time. I'm gonna go park, so I'm not really expecting to have this much fun again. So yeah, so what? How long's it been? Like a fucking don't have my fucking watch on. Um, damn, it's not. It hasn't even been an hour yet. Fuck. Yeah, well, there is some fucking good beats out there. Hip hop beats. All right, here's a live one. Yeah, just a young brother from another mother. The 703 is how we come together. Never getting each other, just splitting atoms. There's nothing like a photon until you've met Adam. And I'm not Steve, and I hope she is my Eve. And if I ever say please, I will not be on my knees. If you ever have a disease, just say it with ease. Yes, 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 yes. Tobacco is the best stress relief. There's never been anyone quite like Chief. And if you get with my Keith, I'll know we're on the block. And if you come to my spot, I know it's fucking hot. Cause that space is nice when you like to get the light. And I like to get in a fight when it's midnight, but not too frequently. Somebody leave a comment. I'm about to fucking rock a comet to fucking Pluto and come back as a